Hey, it's Nisha. I'm going to share with you today some really pretty pieces from my favorite rummage sale. So let's go take a look. Okay. All right. Okay, so push this back. And we'll see what comes out first. Okay. Ooh, very nice. Nice. Silvertone chain with a fold-over clasp. It could be vintage. Has nice weight to it. So there's no marking on the clasp. Does have a vintage feel to it. I like the design on there. Okay, fun piece. We'll do our magnet test. Okay, I was pretty sure it wasn't silver. So fine materials like silver and gold are not magnetic. And there's a whole list of things that aren't magnetic. So, okay. All right, I like the bolo necklace. Looks like carved wooden bolo on there. I think that's what that's called. Oh, this is great. There's a hidden barrel clasp right there. Nice vintage piece, heavy plastic, feels like lucite. I'm just pressing against it. Some of the cheaper plastics, you can kind of bend them a little bit. But this is really nice. So let's look at that oval hidden clasp. Isn't that great? And I like that kind of darker cherry red color. So for a piece like this, I would list this on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and definitely Etsy. And I would do this using a cross-listing service called List Perfectly. It makes it really easy. All I do is create one single listing in List Perfectly, and I use it to cross-list to all those different platforms. So it's really helped my business, and I highly recommend it. And also, as a special treat, they have Listing Party, which is where you can go into Zoom meetings and learn more about different subjects or list perfectly. And I have a Zoom meeting almost every Monday in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. You can bring in your jewelry and your questions, and we go through and take a look at everything. Okay, so this looks like it's from the 1980s. It's a cameo with transfer wear, which is just where they take an image and they transfer it onto a surface. Sometimes it's glass. So this feels like glass. Yes, kind of heavy. And then this is what the back looks like. It originally was a brooch. And the pin section is broken, but you can still wear it as a necklace with the pendant on there. Fun design. Now, in Victorian times, these would be hand painted. So you can always keep an eye out for that. And then here is the clasp. And it looks like the necklace is original to the piece. Okay, cool. Some fun wooden beads, very chunky. Some of them are dyed. So we have some red and blue dyed wooden beads. Okay, I like the closure on that. Cool. All right, so just looking at this, the dark gray stones look like hematite. Okay, and then we have some dyed, almost pony beads. These are the hematite beads here with a smaller barrel clasp. Okay, fun. Nice choker. Oh, fancy. Oh, I like that one. I like the marbled beads. Okay, so they feel like plastic, possibly lucite, but you see that beautiful marble pattern on there. Each one is a little bit different. And then we have a glass Aurora Borealis bead. And let's see, is this magnetic? Yes, it is magnetic. Okay, all right, fun. Okay, the beads continue. More beaded necklace. Oh, they're chipping. Okay, not quite sure what this material is. Okay, oh, I see. It's plastic with like line pattern created on it. So if we look, okay, so we look right here with the black bead. Do you see this line here? So it was molded together. It was two halves of the bead, and then they were put together, and that's the seam. This one feels different somehow. It's still pretty design. Well, that's a pretty color combination. It looks vintage, except it does look like maybe the clasp has been redone. See, that's silver and everything else has been gold tone. Well, right now it looks like one charm is missing, or the little dangle piece off of here. Take a closer look and see if that's glass. It's pretty cold to the touch. And it looks like I had it upside down, so we have some pretty inset rhinestones. If I really like this piece, I could just change this one and move it to the center. Just need some needle nose pliers for that. We do have a hang tag. Let's look at the stones first. Nice shimmer on them. Feels like glass. And then we have a hang tag. And just looking at this, it looks upcycled. So I'm going to assume that the hang tag is not original to the necklace, just because the color of the gold is different. And you see how it's hooked here and then extends down here. It's like somebody upcycled it. But we'll look on there. It's Monet, just so you can see what it is. But I don't think this is a Monet necklace. Okay. Oh, okay. Really great vintage piece. I like the beaded stations. So these are the stations. Floating, you could call it floating, with the different types of chain. Got a panel chain. And then this would be very striking. It's nice and long. Some wearing on the gold tone. There you see the different types of chain. Let's take a look at that clasp. Okay, so no hang tag, or sometimes there'll be markings on here as well, but a really great vintage piece. Okay, now when I saw this in the bag, I thought that this was made from carved bone, and we'll take a closer look to see what it's really made from. These are really cool looking. Oh, neat. So the blue pieces are actual shells. Isn't that great? Let's see if we can open one up. Yep. Cool. They look like they've been dyed. It's a pretty blue. Okay, so here's the carved bead I was talking about. And then here's one of the other beads. Okay, so we can really see in here and look at the sections of the structure underneath. All right, let's take a look at that. So if it's bone, usually there'll be parallel lines, but not consistently all the way through. And then if it's ivories, you'll have the, I think it's called the Scherberger. It sounds like ice cream. That's not right. You'll have these crisscross lines that identify it as ivory. So I'm going to look at this through the loop. It's a little confusing because I'm seeing the carving lines that are going kind of crisscrossing. So let's look at that bead. Okay, that section is very lateral. Let's just take another look. Looks kind of crisscrossy to me. Okay. I'm going to take a closer look at this. If you know what this is made from, let me know in the comments below. And we're back to the beads. Okay, so they're kind of cool to the touch. Could be made from glass. Oh, it's interesting. Some of the smaller beads have like the Aurora Borealis effect on the outside. And these are really cool looking. Ah, okay, so the larger beads are plastic and then the smaller ones are made from glass. What if these are watermelon beads? Interesting. It looks like somebody maybe there's no clasp on here, maybe had taken their favorite beads and strung them together. It's long enough you could wear it just like that. It's really pretty. Cool. Fancy. Let me see if I can get some of these little dangle things to lay out so you can see what it looks like. Okay, fun. Like the pendant. I like all of the little dangle sections off of the pendant and the almost the bib section of the necklace. So this this could almost be really the collar. This is the pendant. And then you have, okay, so it's plastic cabochon in the center for both of those. For the black section, let's take a closer look. See, look at that. That would be great. Whenever you'd walk around, and have this movement to it. That's the back. That's more of an indication that it's a modern piece, not vintage, because of the design on the back here. And it's missing a strand. See where it's broken here? Oh, man. That sucks because it's so pretty. I don't see any hang tags. Bummer. Okay. Really pretty. Delicate chain necklace with all of these different floating or station beaded pieces. I like the way they look. It does have a hang tag there, so we'll take a closer look on the weight. This is the bottom weight of the extension chain. All right, so the small pink beads look like glass, pretty enameling here on these metal beads with this texture. And then it looks like that all the way through. And then here's the clasp, lobster claw. And let's see, what do we have down here? We have Cabi. So C-A-B-I. Okay, very pretty piece. Talk about long. Okay, here it comes. Super long necklace. That might be 60 inches. Let's see, what is it made of? Okay, it's not cold, but I have been handling it some. It's a little bit cool. And we do have some marking on the box clasp here. Ah, interesting. I will show this to you. Just looking at it, it's a combination of plastic and glass beads. Let's see if we can pick it up with a shimmer. No, you can't. See how they're reflecting the faceted beads here as I move? Okay, so let's take a closer look. And can you tell me which one is the glass one and which one is the plastic one? So the plastic one is this one with a seam, like we talked about earlier. And then this is the glass one. That's really interesting. I guess to save on materials. That's a great shimmer to them, both of them. Super long. All right. So let's take a look at that pretty box clasp. There's one side and there's the other. Now, I haven't read this for myself, so let's see. Ooh. Made in Austria. So with Made in Austria, they're really well known for their jewelry, but also for their glass, crystals, beads. So this is stunning. This is a really old necklace. Definitely vintage. I'm super happy. Now, what do we have here? Another bolo. It's not be on the lookout for. This is like a bolo necklace. And it's got a pretty design here. Let's see, is that glass? Oh, it feels like glass. I really like the striping effect on the glass there. And then there's a back. Sometimes there'll be information on the back here. I found them made from sterling. This one doesn't look like it's made from a fine material. Okay, yeah, it's not. It's magnetic, but it's still a great piece. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. This one is nice and long. Has a great shimmer to it. It looks like a Chinese character in here. Let's see if I can read it. It looks like happiness. So is that happiness? For those of you who read Chinese, let me know in the comments below. It feels like it's made from like a lightweight material, like aluminum. And I'm betting there's no clasp on here. Yeah, no clasp. Sometimes you'll find no clasp on longer necklaces. And this is not going to be magnetic because I believe it's made from aluminum. Ooh, look at that. Oh, those beads look like they're made from glass. Very pretty. Okay, cool to the touch. Have a beautiful shimmer to them. Look at that. This one has more of a look of a sea glass. And this one has like a purple color as well as the yellow color. It's not showing up on camera. Now, there are some air bubbles in here, which is an indication that it's glass, but I've learned recently that not all glass beads will have air bubbles in them. Here is the closure. No, we're not there yet. That's a bead. Oh, I see. Okay, I'll show it to you. So this is a bead. I thought that was a barrel clasp. And then we have a hook clasp. So there's the two beads I showed you with the metal beads. And looks like a choker, not magnetic. I will check that for silver. Fun piece. And the vintage continues. No, it doesn't. I don't think this is vintage. Oh, or is it? Are you vintage? Are you vintage? A mystery. This is definitely a choker. It looks like 12 inches, maybe 14 inches with the extension on there. Beautiful rhinestones. Let's see. Are you prong set? Yes, we are prong set. Indication that it's an older piece. Look at the back. Have you been upcycled? I think maybe you've been upcycled because we have the addition of this lobster claw, but there are lobster claws were invented in the 1950s and they were started to be used in the 1980s. And it does have this on the hang tag. So I do think I changed my mind. I think this was original. I think this might be vintage from the 80s. I'm going to have to investigate and check out that lobster claw class and see if that is what they look like in the 80s. Well, this is fun. Beautiful, delicate chain. I love the pendant. Let's see, what do we have on the pendant? We have astrology signs. I don't recognize what's in the center, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12, so that's right. Aquarius. I could have just turned it over. So January 20th to February 18th. Are you an Aquarius? Really great chain. Look at how delicate that is. And then anything on the clasp? No, nothing on the clasp. I don't think it's a fine material. Okay, but I'll check. I'll do some research and check it to see if it's made from like maybe silver or something. It could be pewter. It doesn't seem like silver, but Ooh. Hello. You're so pretty. Gosh, it's just gorgeous. Look at that choker. Oh my goodness. You could wear that, you know, just about anywhere. I just love the panels on the necklace and how they interlock. Kind of a leaf motif. And then I don't recognize this hanging weight, but that is from a particular manufacturer. So let's take a closer look. So you can really see the leaf design on here. And then we'll take a look at the hook clasp. And there it is, Coro. Love Coro. Amazing designs. So we'll look at the weight. So you can memorize this. I'm not sure what time period they use this from, but this does look like a mid-century modern piece. There's some damage over here. I'll have to clean this up and see if it's just on the surface or if the metal has been affected, the strength of the metal. Oh, stunning piece. So as you can tell, I was super happy with the pieces I got from my favorite rummage sale. Thanks for watching. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to learn more about List Perfectly, check out this video. If you enjoyed this video, then give us a like and then hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this in the future. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.